Now, the Patriots are like a naked pair of feet to Rex Ryan. He just can't handle himself when he sees them. But now he's got game manager extraordinaire Tyrod Taylor and J.D. McCoy, who could have big days against this Patriot defense, which suddenly has a glaring 10-mile-sized hole up the middle once Vince Wilfork decided to take his overalls and go to Houston. Okay, so the Texans don't have Arian Foster, but they do have DeAndre Hopkins, who can torch just about anybody. Ask D'Angelo Hall from that episode of Hard Knocks how he feels about that one. The only issue is getting him the ball. Maybe they can have J.J. Watt play quarterback, if he's already been doing everything already, basically. The Bears actually looked decent last week. Until about the third quarter. I don't know how you miss somebody as big and blonde as Clay Matthews. For future reference, Jay Cutler, the huge guys blotting out the sun in the middle, they're called linebackers. The Cardinals are riding high after their defensive win against the Saints. Carson Palmer probably is vowing to lead this team all the way to wherever they'll be when he tears another major muscle, along with AJ Green, Jeremy Hill. The Cincinnati offense is pretty much set. Punchline to that is, of course, Andy Dalton. And by punchline, I'm referring to the long line of Ohioans waiting to punch him in the face. Is it Ohioans?
This on the web for is it Ohioans?
Doesn't answer. Manziel gets the start after a pathetic Elway impersonation. You guys on Twitter were like 3 out of Elway. It was cracking me up. But honestly, I think he was trying to attempt suicide because he's a Brown. You ran Hoyer out of town and now this. Just embrace Johnny. Just embrace him. Because it's clearly your destiny, Cleveland. Now, if they could sign LeBron James to play tight end, it would be an ESPN wet dream come to life. Eli Manning is still doing his best impersonation of Eli Manning, impersonating Mark Sanchez, both with skill and disappointing faces. Matt Ryan must think he's in the playoffs already, but against the Giants, that secondary is all he needs to do is just throw it in the general direction of the end zone, and Julio Jones will come down with it somehow, some way. He could actually throw it into the stands, and Julio would just jump in there and come down with it. I'm telling you, he could catch it with his mind at this point. The key, look, I'm wearing a key. This is the key to win, Giants. Is that you don't give them a late lead, because you guys have no idea what you're supposed to do when you have one. Are you supposed to run? Are you supposed to pass? Are you supposed to score? Punt? All of the above? It's a mystery. So the Redskins have been awful pretty much my entire life. And the one season that they weren't, they killed RG3. At least they've got Kirk Cousins. I guess intercepted fumbles are more favorable to fumbles. Washington lost 3 starters on Sunday, including the infamously overrated Deshaun Jackson to a hamstring sprain, Twitchy commenting that, skipping preseason was probably a contributing factor to that injury. You probably felt the whole earth shake when our entire population replied back to him, duh. The only defense Pittsburgh plays these days is when their players are in court, so this could be a big game for Colin Kaepernick and Carlos Hyde. The defense looks like it's going to be pretty good this year, unless 10 more players retire next week, which is always a possibility with the 49ers. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh's still without Le'Veon Bell and Martavis Bryant. But as long as Bell doesn't invite Antonio Brown and his Petra-shaped block hair over to smoke a bowl, they should be able to still move the ball, even against the 49ers defense. Playing defense isn't something the Eagles are interested in at all, so look for the Cowboys to put up points even without Dez Bryant. Jason Witten could use his walker out on the field and still end up with 8 catches. Oh, yeah, throw it to me, it's fine. They're not playing no defense anyway. Sam Bradford's going to shatter into a million trillion pieces behind this O-line, but Light Breeze could do that to Sam Bradford too, so don't be surprised if the Packers blow this game in some crazy way, like a guy in a Seahawks jersey parachuting in from the sky and intercepting Aaron Rodgers and then running it back for a touchdown. Here's the rest of the games. I was really wrong about Minnesota. You guys really have more shitty quarterbacks than you do Lakes. By the time you finish watching this video, Jameis Winston will have turned it over 5 more times. Now the spread here is just gigantic, so covering might be tough. per league rules, the Jaguars aren't allowed to win a game until at least November. So hopefully after the Dolphins beat the Jaguars this week, they do the noble thing and just purchase them. The Raiders considered signing Christian Ponder this week to play quarterback. So that's all you really need to know about this game. The Jets look really, really good when they play the Browns. Andrew Luck at home is not the Browns. By the way, did you guys see Andrew Luck with the run block? That was pretty sweet. Be safe, have a fun weekend. Hit me up on Twitter at YesWhatISayGoes. Check out BookieSmash.com, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.